And I'm back in the New York room. It's looking passable. All right. Let's see what happens when I put on the movie. Where's the search? I'm on Disney Plus. Going to bring up some Little Mermaid. Probably have to keep it low for copyright strikes. I don't know. Learning as I go. Learning as I go. Ariel's beginning. Let's see. Do I want the cartoon show? Number 2, Ariel's beginning. Cartoon show. Cartoon show. All right. 2, how many seasons that session? 3 seasons. Ooh, hello. I need to figure out if I can make my camera face my monitor. He's got something going on in the background. Hello and welcome to the live stream. Go on in, say hello. I can't see your name until you say hello. I'm trying to set up the Little Mermaid back cartoon on my TV, which you can't see, but I am going to try to have something in the background when I get the hang of these live streaming. And that person's gone. Yeah, oh well. So I'm still not on there. So hey, hi, glad you could make it. How was Army of Darkness? Always wonderful to see you, or not see you. How was Army of Darkness? That's my favorite one. Although I always figured, why is it that Ash is smart enough to create an artificial hand made out of medieval parts, yet he works at, what, S-Mart or whatever? Which of the Evil Deads do you like more? Like, do you like, basically I always figured Evil Deads are the same movie. Oh, where'd you go? She's here, then she's gone. She's here, then she's gone. No, where'd she go? Oh yeah. Which Evil Dead do you like? See, I feel like Evil Dead 1 and 2 are pretty much the same movie, so it should be Evil Dead 2 is more like Evil Dead .2 or version 2 or like complete or director's cut. Probably should watch them all over again. Oh well. What are you binging tonight? I'm watching the Little Mermaid cartoon on the side of my TV over here. if I can figure out a way to get my TV over there, at least I can have something playing in the background. It's just all still new to me. Let me try something here while I'm waiting. Oh, that's what's on Stars? Okay, well, now that I have cable at my house, I could probably look up all the old episodes. They're probably up for free or limited time, especially now. So I'll check that out. It's on Stars. You don't get the Stars reference, but there's a video game coming out called Resident Evil Nemesis, and there's this bad guy who goes for the good guys, and the good guys called Stars. That's all he says, Stars. But yeah, I'll check it out. I love Ash. I love Bruce Campbell. He was one of my favorite things on the Xena Warrior Princess / Hercules series. You ever see? I put down my Netflix subscription for a while because at the time I was like, okay, the only thing I really like on the network is Stranger Things, so I'll just wait until the next Stranger Things. But there is a new movie based on wrestling. It's called The Main Event. It's about this kid that finds a luchador mask and he gains superpowers and becomes a wrestler. So I might buy a month, just check it out. But yeah, I'll see if it's on Stars for free, then I'm gonna go free. Is Casey there with you, or are you what is it, social distancing solo tonight? Oh, and are you still working? Do you have, when you say you work, do you have set hours, and are you like interacting with the other coworkers, or you just do whatever you do? Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine. That's why I have different hour sets. That way, tomorrow I got to get up early because there got to be a couple people rising shining early. I'll probably be talking to myself the whole time, but you know, who knows? We'll catch on maybe after a couple of days. I think that's how YouTube works. If you persistently do it over and over again, you'll eventually start getting your name out there more. So we'll see how it goes. What are your working hours? Because I want to make sure that your theme will be around your time you can join. Hopefully you'll be able to join. But yeah, your theme is a great idea. It's a perfect idea. that line from Topsy Turvy. So that would be an awesome idea. Central Time. Oh, that's not so bad. That's and do they like actually check your time, or are you interacting with the people? Is there like a official workstation? Oh, well, tell me about it. Tell me about it. What's some of the things that people have done recently to piss you off or interact with you or something like that? Because you know that's part of these streams, just getting everything out in the open. I'm pretty much by myself all the whole time, except for my dad and my brother who comes in every once in a while. And the constant news, the news. My dad is constantly on the news. They say the same thing over and over again. Although it is funny, apparently in New York, a literal ship of, I guess, reserve officers or reserve troops came in to help the state. And apparently the mayor, the governor was like thinking everybody except President Trump. And my brother's like, my father's like, yeah, he's thinking all these people. He's thinking the admirals and the soldiers and the this and that. He hasn't thanked Trump yet. I was like, well, maybe he's saving it for the end, but I don't think it ever happened. It's so silly. Now is not the time for politics, unnecessary politic nonsense. There's always things that could have been done better, you know. there's always, you know, more that can be done, but at the end, hey, we're all in this together. We all got to figure out how to handle this, and not giving credit where credit's due is not going to help anybody. So, I don't know. But I do remember when this first started, like probably 2 weeks now, but like I was at a Subway restaurant and someone sneezed and they covered themselves. And when they sneezed, like all of us just turned to them like he just dropped a bomb or something. Like, you sneezing? Oh, oh. Everyone just stopped what they were doing, including myself. I was like, man, let me stop being silly. It's just a sneeze. But yeah, everyone was like, oh. The workers, everybody. Oh my goodness, yes, yes, yes. Just for prosperity. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong button. I'm trying to see. There's supposed to be a way I can. How do I? Oh, here we go. Send this. Yes. Oh, okay. I'm about to send you a link. Check your. Hold on. Oh, cool. Tim Curry is singing. I'm going to try. I'm trying to turn it up so you can hear it. When your worst, you're at your best. Close your eyes, you need a rest. If you want to learn to be just like me, it'll take a little practice, of course. You're the most deplorable, horribly adorable mantra that is ever seen. Have a real bad night. Give those Benny butts a fright. It's delightful when you're spiteful. I'm so proud, I want to scream. I love a lullaby. Rest your wings, my precocious little pup. Relax in peaceful misery. Drift away and pretty soon you'll be terrorizing tuna. Just remember, being wicked is the key. If you want to learn to be just like me, I'm gonna make you the meanest kid on the ocean floor. Yeah, Tim Curry plays some type of villain, some type of manta ray villain here in this episode of the Little Mermaid cartoon series. It's like it's like a manta ray, except his wingspan is like a cape. I guess he has a nephew or his son he's trying to influence to make a bad guy. Hold on, let me see if I can. Let me see something here. Playing Mantra. His name's called the Evil Mantra. And is trying to turn his son. Well, his son was already bad, but I guess interacting with Sebastian is starting to make him good. So the Evil Mantra is trying to make him bad. But yeah, he looks like if the mountain from Fantasia, the Evil Mountain, was in aquatic form. It's a very interesting look. Yeah. But the part about you saying the racism to Asians, yeah, that's problematic. Like, and the sad thing, the longer this nonsense goes on, the more easily that type of resentment will feed, and is totally undue. I mean, this kind of thing can happen anywhere in the world. It just happened to start in China, and yeah, it's the resentment and the animosity. It just gets ridiculous, and unfortunately, with the internet age, bad news goes much faster than good news. and nonsense spreads like wildfire, and people are trying to blame folks for something that has totally out of their control, especially people that are over here. What, you know, even if they're of Asian descent, they're clearly not in Asia right now. So, you know, it's ridiculous. Yeah. I gotta wait. Yeah, I'll figure out a way to get my TV other than. I'm also might be using my dad's tomorrow just to try that, because there's some free software for streaming to give you more options, more visual options. But apparently, you got to have Windows 8 and up, and I'm using Windows 7. And I don't want to upgrade to 8 because I hated 8. I definitely hate 10, but my dad has 10, so you know, technology. Oh goodness. But oh well. So what are your plans for tonight? What would you normally do tonight if you could, and what would you no, like what are you planning to do tonight, and what would you do tonight if you could, if the world was normal? You know, would you like tell me about how your Monday evening would normally go? Go to the gym, cook dinner. Very good. My father, he is part of a men's seniors exercise program, and he's been starting to do his exercising at home. I should do that too. I was even thinking maybe one live stream is just me doing exercising, not something serious, but just doing some light exercise. I got to do something. It's just I can't go. I need to lose this weight anyway. Now is a great time to maybe I might join him, or maybe we do the stream together. But yeah, I used to have those elastic bands. I'm not sure where they are. I probably threw them out years ago, or maybe they're packed up somewhere. But yeah, I used to have electric bands. Like, oh, I was thinking, well, great if I had those bands. Those are really helpful. And I was like, well, I'd have to go out and buy them because I can't find mine. But yeah, I was thinking some electric bands, some basic, you know, not scissors. I can't do sit-ups, but like squats I can do, jumping jacks I can do a little bit. I don't want to knock anything down. But yeah. How are your cats, by the way? Is the shy one still shy, or is he finally coming out of his cat cave? Ooh, came right up. Oh, very nice. And they won't even let you in the gym. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it makes sense that they would close the gym, but at the same time, it's like it's one less thing you get to do. And you're, you know, imagine, you know, they're not gonna like adjust your uh rent. Here we go. How's this? Let's see something here. All right, I'm gonna share. Here we go. That's what the evil mantle looks like with his wingspan. And when he has his cape back, that's what he sort of looks like. That's what it looks like. And here's the side. Yes, he is. He is wonderful. Oh my goodness. The old Tim Curry and the old Pirates, Peter Pan, the Pirates cartoon on Fox. My family will just live for that. That actually sort of not introduced me to Tim Curry, but got me to know him by name, because I saw Tim Curry in the Annie, movie. So, and I've seen him in various bit parts, but as far as getting to know Tim Curry, that was the role, the being Captain Hook. And then I was like, just fell in love with the voice and the mannerisms and how he could be scary at one moment and silly another moment and dramatic in another moment. He's just a all around excellent actor. So that's something I love about him. Oh yeah, I gotta get this over there. See, Ariel's trying to turn the tables on the bad guys right now. Yeah, this got interesting. My mom is fine. She's with the kid, well, with my sister's kids. So she's been having her spirit. Just like I send you videos, I send her a lot of videos about superheroes because she's into superheroes and comic books. She's the one who pretty much introduced me to superheroes and comic books. So yeah, as far as I know, she's doing really well. But my brother-in-law, he's extra protective about germs and stuff. He has to go out to work. I think my sister still has to go out occasionally. She is able to work from home, but I don't think all the time. But yeah, they seem to be going all well. But I'd imagine the kids probably want to go outside by now. They've been over a week, and it's probably like first loved the idea of not having to go to school, but I imagine by now they're probably itching to go outside, especially since outside it not only is it fun, but there's deer, and they like to look at the deer often. So they're good. And now this is telling me I'm having connection problems. All right, so if I suddenly disappears because something going on my internet, my dad has a bad habit of unplugging the internet because he wants to unplug his old computer. He has a new computer and an old computer, and the old computer is attached to our router, and sometimes he turns off the whole system in order to restart the computer because the computer is so old. He try to restart it manually, it doesn't work. So yeah, if I suddenly cut off, it means that either my computer crashed or my father randomly clicked. But yeah, my mom is doing fine, and I just send her videos every once in a while about superheroes, especially Green Lantern. She loves Green Lantern, and that helps. Oh, it's my Xbox. I don't know. Technology is not my Xbox is the one that randomly signed off. Not my computer, not my email, just technology does not like me at all. How have you interacted with your mom recently? I know she can be a handful. Has she been more of a handful, or are you guys just still at the still, in your own corners right now? Oh, okay. Is she okay wherever she is? It's so strange. I remember one person posted a meme saying, "I asked for zombies in my apocalypse, zombies," but like it's so weird. We're all sort of trapped and yet not trapped. We're all restricted and yet we have supplies overall in entertainment. I gotta follow. My dad said in New York that there is this Amazon warehouse. The workers were planning on walking out at noon because they weren't given adequate supplies for protection. So I have to follow up with my dad to find out if that actually happened. But a lot of people, they want protection. But if the people that manufacture protection, they've got to close their stores, or they got to limit their. I mean, I imagine they'd be essential working, but still, the workers, if they decide they want to stay home, then that's less people to work on the mask. That's less people to ship the mask and pack the mask. Like, or even myself, like I got offered a job, but it's like, well, it's full time. I don't want to work this my health over this situation. So yeah, it's like we're all doing as best we can with. So we have, so as long as the postal service is still going, as long as power is still going, as long as sewage is still going, as long as sanitation is still going, we'll all get through this. But at the same time, it's like we just want to go outside, or we just want to get back to normal, or we're trapped yet not trapped. It's I don't know. It's almost feel like being under house arrest with no clear time when you'll be released. Oh man. My roommates, Tamara, her daughter birthday was yesterday, And the child had a nice little birthday, and she did a little video, posted on Facebook, and it was so cute, and had this cute little purple cake, and she was there, and a couple of little children are there that were there. Jonathan was there. He's getting all nice and tall now. Anyway, I responded with the emoji. You didn't have like a like, heart, surprise emoji. Yes, martial law, communism. It almost feels like martial law. It's like one step away from being martial law with actual like troops and things going around checking places, checking homes, enforcing curfews and so that. It's like one step from that feeling that way. But anyway, yeah. So I did the surprise emoji, and Tamara responded like thinking that I was surprised, as in, why you're having a party with all these people around, which pretty sure this is like, no, it's a good surprise. It's like, hey, last time I saw Olivia, that's the baby's name, Olivia, she was literally a newborn. Okay, I saw her the day she was born, and I saw like that week or wherever where we're still living together. So it was like, and then the next time I saw her was a video she posted last year of them doing an Easter egg hunt, and like she just doing her best to walk around and pick up the eggs and stuff. So now she's older, she's able to talk a little bit and interact with somebody else. Like, oh, surprise! And the cake was nice, and Johnny's looking good and everything. So it was like, it's a good surprise. So I guess she's experienced a little bit of backlash or apprehension by some people in her circle saying, why are you having a party during this time of social distancing or something like that? But you got to find the good fun things, and the reason why she had those children, because apparently she still does occasionally babysit or at least like help watch other kids every once in a while. What you got to sort of do is, since the schools are closed and the parents, if they got to go to work, they got to leave their kids with somebody. But yeah, it's like, no, it's a good surprise. I'm happy to see this is good. Try not, surprise. Oh, wow. I believe she turned, I think 3. I am not sure. I have to double check. Wait a minute. So 2 years old. 2 years old. Yeah. I keep thinking that I stayed for a year longer after I left, but no, it was only like a handful of months, like half a year. So yeah. So yeah, 2 years old. So yeah. She's so happy. They were all very, very happy and excited. Oh, I remember there's another video where they posted where Johnny was, where Olivia was so infinite. She's just in her bassinet or high chair. Johnny's like, I love you. I love you. Just yelling at her, I love you. I love you. Well, yeah, mind your own business. Well, when you post it on Facebook, you're sharing it with the world. So, on the one hand, yeah, mind your own business. On the other hand, it's like it's out there in the public. that's the ups and downs of being public. But yeah, it's like no, yeah. Oh, hey, Tandemizer, hey. You're still at work, but that's okay. I'll be streaming all week at different times. Tomorrow's time is early AM, like 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll probably be talking to myself the whole time. But it's based on the Bell introduction song from Beauty and the Beast. It said bonjour, 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 bonjour. Like where it's just starting your day. So that's why I'm doing early. Hey, starting your day. If you're at home, hey, if someone comes in and I'll, chat with that for a few minutes, help them out, start at least with good morning. And the title is There Must Be More Than This Provincial Life. I was just chatting with Joe Lantern how we're indoors yet not indoors. We're stuck at home, like practically under house arrest. And as she mentioned, like one step away, basically from martial law / communism. It's just like we're trapped, even though we can technically leave our homes whenever you feel like it. So wait a minute, I need to sip. I gotta remember to keep water this time. Yesterday I was like, that's always cough somebody. I was like, water. I'm not used to talking for so long by myself. Mm. Woo. Oh, that's better. Ooh. All right, let's see if I can get this Little Mermaid back on. Mm. I do get annoyed with seeing a lot of people doing like those big parties on the beach and stuff like that. You don't need to be doing that social distancing. Also, remember people posted like the last day that Disney World was operating and had the big old fireworks things, and of course it's always crowded during that time for the fireworks. So some people are like, oh, they should have closed. They should have closed. It's like the whole point is this is the last show. They are closing, and people say for years to go to Disney World. It's probably their one time in their life potentially. So yeah, I do not feel bad for anybody trying to get as many last minute seconds they can at Walt Disney World while they still can, because no hotel will open up again. So yeah, but you know, it's social distancing is important, but we also got to live our lives without going crazy. And you know, it's oh God, what am I doing here? Oh, for Little Mermaid. Okay. So yeah, occasional get together, fine. You know, even with pro wrestling, they're going to have WrestleMania next week, and they taped a bunch of shows. And some people are like, well, they should have just canceled it, or they should be doing this, or you're interrupting induction. It's like people are doing the best they can. Some people have to work, you know, and some people after a day or two just have to interact with other people. We are social creatures. Human beings are social creatures. I spend 90% of my day usually indoors, going out only to throw out the trash, or if I gotta go watch over my nieces and nephews for about an hour or something like that. And now all I want to do is just go outside. But every time I go outside, I'm now putting on gloves. I will go to a shop. Like people are wearing masks and things like that. It's like go outside, but you'll be like, oh, is the virus going to get me? If I'm going to somehow brush up against somebody, or is someone going to cough, or you know, am I going to have to make sure I sit 6 feet apart and deep and dodging everybody? Yes, exactly. You know, it would be nice. Yeah, Joel Entry says, I want people to come over, just a friend or another couple to watch a movie or order takeout, and you know, no one was going to come. Which, on the one hand, is right. You know, we're being told, hey, stay at home as best you can, separate yourselves as best you can. But people are social creatures. Human beings are social creatures. Okay, you know, we need people. That's why the name of the stream is I want to be where the people are, just to interact with folks, you know, even sometimes it's people you don't like, you know, just the idea that you can interact with someone, or ask someone to come over and not worrying about if you need to have a hazmat suit on or spray down everybody with disinfectant or things like that. So, you know, things could be much worse, but it is, yeah, annoying. All right, where's that? Trying to bring back Little Mermaid. I just told myself, is there a live action? Oh, yeah. But at least you do have Casey. That's something I'm very happy that at least he can come by once in a while. You know, you guys share this time. But yeah, I remember when I was at my you know, my studio apartment and I was living by myself. You know, I begged you several times, come over, come on. I am going nuts just being in my own head all the time. Come over. So yeah, you're obviously you know a person and you can handle be on your own. But when you have to be on your own for a long period of time, it just drives you nuts. And you know, I got a lot of stuff going up here, and I know you have, you know, your thoughts, and it's like, you know, no matter how well adjusted the person is, you need people. You need to interact with other people every once in a while, you know, unless you're truly discussing with everyone and go off, you know, to live on your own. But even still, you know, if you want to go into town, you can go into town. So yeah, I'm very glad you have Casey to interact with this experience. So Bruce seems to be doing okay. His spirits are going up. He's been posting old pictures, well, not old pictures, but like pictures of the meaning to post when he goes to the theme parks with various, and he likes to take pictures with co-workers and just go to meet people. So he's been meaning to get back on posting those pictures. So every couple of days he posts new pictures. So it's nice. He seems to be doing fine. So it's good, but it's annoying. I miss people, even though I don't really interact with anyone besides my family. Just the idea that if I go down to the 7-Eleven, you know, I gotta just have to wait to go in, and so annoying, so frustrating. And it's also funny, I now have because I am home, I have a lot of time to do things, and I'm not motivated to do things. I'm behind on my Star Trek Picard videos. And part of me, the reason why I'm not motivated, because I'm not liking where the series is going. But other hand, is like, I need to do them, but it's this whole isolation thing just has harmed my motivation. I get frustrated. I get tired. I get like, I feel like, why bother, even though I love doing it. Yeah, exactly. 7-Eleven. I went to when I went to the ShopRite, they now have glass partitions in front of each register because of the whole social distancing. And yeah, you go to the 7-Eleven, people don't want to talk to you. And again, it's what we're told: limit your interaction, limit your, you know, social distance, limit your interaction, stay indoors. You know, don't shake hands, don't do the elbows or tap the feet or something like that. And it's like, and then when you do try to interact with some people, everyone start get those people say, "Oh, you shouldn't be interacting. You should be social distancing. You shouldn't be hanging out with people or talking to people." It's like, doing the best we can. Small talk. It's like, you might say the same nonsense to each other every day, but that little bit of small talk goes a long way. Oh, really? I did not know that. It makes sense, but I didn't know that. Wow. And if a person is already suicidal, they definitely need people. They have suicide hotlines, but hopefully those are still operating. But you know, usually those hotlines are handled in offices. So I hope those offices are still opening, because yeah, that would you need people, and if people are already feeling isolated just in general, when the world becomes isolated, yeah, it makes sense that suicides start going up. So woo, that's terrible news, but it makes sense. Yeah, thank you for telling me that. That's wow. Yeah. So yeah, people need people. It's just, Hmm. Where is it? Where is it? I'm looking for Ursula's Poor Unfortunate Souls. Coming up somewhere here. Woo. When I was a teenager, I was really depressed. It's a good thing I was. It's a good thing this happened when I was a teenager. Well, then when I was a teenager, I was with my family. But yeah, if this were to happen while I was living in the one bedroom, the studio apartment, woo, I don't think I would have committed suicide, but I probably would have harmed myself. I definitely probably would have harmed myself. Wow, it's terrible. And the rudeness isn't helping. The negative stuff isn't happening. The news. Oh, the news. Like this, we got this reported death, this reported death, this reported death. And it feels like any second now you're going to beat up one of those numbers, negative numbers. And some of those deaths probably wouldn't happen. And it's even hard to just perspective of my brother Master is like, well, they say it's something under 1,000 people, but yet, you know, that's like less of a percent, like that's barely a percent of the population of the area. But, you know, obviously you don't want to be on that negative number, that bad number. Well, good. Well, the news, pretty much every day they report if there are new cases in the states, or like which state will say, okay, this state reports this many new cases, which county, if they're allowed to say the people's name, they'll mention the name, those mention death rates, they'll mention which places are running low on supplies. Every once in a while, they'll have uplifting stories, like there are like some families they'll go around making food packets for places, or, you know, just like clapping for relief workers when they come in and out, but yeah, like most is like, oh, we're running out of these supplies, or they're working under these conditions, or we're running out of respirators, or running out of this, or we only have, you know, we need 100 respirators, but the hospital only has 2 respirators, and it's like, and my father, because he has the news on so long, one person will come on, they'll have a news conference, one person will come on and say something, another person will come on, reiterate what that person said, another person will come on, reiterate what that person said. So if one person said, okay, we got 5 new reported deaths, you'll hear every other person say there's 5 new reported deaths. So it's like a good 40 minutes of people telling you about reported deaths. Yes. Well, my father's over 70, so he's in that, target danger zone just by his age, and he has had a heart attack in his life, and he's under various medications, and thankfully he's still been able to get his medications in the mail regularly. But obviously, if and my brother, with him working in a hospital, it just increases the potential danger. So yeah, he's So he's understandably antsy about everything. But when you have that news cycle on over, then it just makes it worse because you're reinforcing the negativity. It came to a point where it's like, Dad, why do you keep watching this? Like, they're just telling you the same thing over and over again. Like, turn it off and turn to something else. So sometimes he will turn to something else when I finally encourage him to do it. But yeah, it's justifiable. It's justifiable, but he's in that target danger zone. So we got to be mindful of his health. Of this professional wrestler named Roman Reigns, he battled leukemia. He got past his leukemia last year. It was his second time in his life he got it built up. So he's supposed to perform this coming Sunday, and decided, you know what, I'm not going to do it. My health is too at risk. He's fine, but because of his reduced immune system, he's like, you know what, I'm going to bow out for the show. So yeah, my father's concerns are justified. But also the case of we can all do the best we can. So sometimes we just got to go out. My brother has to go out and work. So yeah. I got to go out and buy supplies for food. We run out of supplies we got a lot of supplies, but if we need a few things, I'm the one who goes out to get them, and now I got to wear the gloves, and hopefully we can get a mask or something. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting year in review. When it's time for folks to do those year in review videos and reports next January, it's going to be very interesting. All right, so what are you going to watch tonight for Netflix? I'll put it on my list of things to watch if I get. Oh, and I haven't been watching Walking Dead. I've been waiting to get a couple more episodes, and I'll probably binge that. Have you been keeping up with Walking Dead? Because we can talk about that next time. Let me know if you've been keeping up with The Walking Dead or not, because I got to binge it soon. Okay, good. I'll binge it probably over the next 2 days, and then we can chat about it later in the week. I know some interesting things have been going on, but I found that I like to just have a couple episodes. I would watch one after the other. That way, I don't have to wait. Because I'm like, what happens next? What happens next? What happens next? The other time it's like, okay, let's get through this. They're just wandering around, or they're walking for a long period of time. There's a lot of walking on that show, so I bet the average 10% of those shows are just them walking around from place to place because that's what they have to do. But it's like, yeah, good. I'm betting at least 10% per episode is just silence, walking around or standing around or sitting around or contemplating around. Okay. And I don't know if you can hear, I'm listening to Le Poisson. I love that song. It's my favorite song from the movies. All the other songs of the movie are great, but I just love Le Poisson the most. All right. Well, I'm going to end this broadcast. Thank you so much, Gil Lantern, for spending time with me. Thank you to whoever the person just came back in. Maybe that's Tater Miser. If it is Tater Miser, hi. If you're just joining in, you're not any of those people, hi. But I'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern time. If you can join, fine. If not, I totally understand. You got to work or you're just asleep. Cool. But yeah, and I want to also see you something in email soon. So look out for that. But yeah, thank you so much. It really, even though we're several states apart, it really is great to just interact with you in some way. So hope you have a great night, and I hope let's hope tomorrow is even better. All right. So have a good evening, and remember, find inspiration everywhere.